myself. I got
Yes,
no
yes.
complaint at all. I got no
Yes,
complaint at all.
yes.
So that's just kind of cool. All right. So now, Dr. Ball, what do you want to do first? First of all, we said,
Yeah, let's go to our numbers.
Let's go.
We still have some things going on with
Yes, we do.
with the pandemic. Things are
Yep.
still moving. Yes, we still have
Whoa.
a variant that's out there and it's still moving.
Yep.
And, contrary to what made people want to put out in the media, it is happening. Places like India,
Amen.
places, yep, like China, it is
Yep.
still happening. So the Arcturus is what it's called.
Yes.
XBB 1.16. Yes, it
Yep,
is
yep,
happening.
yep.
So, yep, Big B, give us the numbers.
Okay,
I'm
that
sorry,
guys.
Dr.
are
Paul.
the
Give me
latest
that
numbers.
again. I'm sorry, Bill.
XBB,
XEB?
XBB, boy,
XBB.
1.16. Yeah. That's the latest variant that's been moving. It takes up about between the XB1 1.115 and the 16, it takes us to somewhere in the neighborhood of about 53% of all cases right now. So we're keeping an eye on that. Now, here's what my concern is, that respiratory issues, if you're someone, all right, and this is one I got to hear me, family. If you're someone that has respiratory issues of any kind, that means if you're having something what COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, if you have issues with breathing problem, asthma, even sleep apnea problem, if you sleep app problems, please stay out from outside. Do not go outside right now. These particulates are so dense that there is a app that I want y'all to participate with. Y'all remember the app? Did I give y'all the app on here, or did I give that on the radio?
Depends which app. Which app you talking about, Dr. P?
The app is called IQ Air. IQ Air.
Oh no, I haven't heard that before. Let me
IQ
go
Air.
get it. Okay.
All right. I want y'all to write this down. Y'all got y'all pens and pads ready? Y'all ready?
No,
all right. This one's called, if you go to your app store, you want to download this thing called Air Visual. Air Visual. Okay. And Air Visual is by a company called IQ Air. So it may be under IQ Air or Air Visual based on, come on, mute yourself. Come on, family, mute yourself. This is important. All right. These are the two websites that you want to, actually, it's not a website, it's an app that you can put on your phone to know where the quality of air is at all time. It takes a GPS for where you are at that moment, and it'll give you the quality of air at that moment. And it also has a map that you can log in, and it can give you the entire world. See right here? Can y'all see this? I don't know. Y'all can see this.
No.
There it is right there. Can you see it?
Okay.
It's a map of the world right there. Well, anyway, it gives you the quality of air. Okay, so let's give you an example. Philadelphia has been on code red. This morning, I've been following it. It's called the AQI, is the level of do you see this there? You see this? Wow. This right now, it is at the highest that it's ever been. In your home right now.
Wow.
Let's give you an idea. Let me give you an idea. Okay, let me give you some ideas here. I want to give you a rate of how air is and what you should be looking for, okay? Like, for example, in your home, like if you're in your home, your air in your home should be somewhere between, to be good, 0 to 50. Got it? Anything from 51 on up is considered good. Got it? Healthy, then you good. Got it? Now, when you start to get really unhealthy, you're looking at levels that are higher than 100, usually about 151. Got it? 151. Right now, Philadelphia is at 283. Y'all got it? Y'all hear that? Jesus.
My.
283. See that purple right there? That purple? That means it says very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. And that's presently right now. Now, if I click that and go into it, it actually tells me also inside the average home what the value is in each home. And right now, in your home right now, it's 183 in Philadelphia. Remember, I told you anything
Wow.
over 150 is considered unhealthy. So this is where you got to know where this thing is right here.
What's the name of the app?
The app is called IQ Air. It's based on how you're, if you're Android or if you're a Mac,
Mm-hmm.
or Apple. It may be under Air Visual or IQ Air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks chiming in tonight, y'all. y'all really, y'all was like,
got to
what
have
is
it, man.
going on?
Because everybody trying to find out whether they're gonna live or die. Oops, did I say
Yeah,
that?
man.
That's
Let me
kind of like
tell
where we
you,
are, y'all.
I'm gonna give out some herbal air, things for your lungs tonight. Yep, you better get them herbs, y'all. Get them herbs. Because remember also, this will give you everywhere in the country. So if you have family anywhere in the world, you can go to this and it'll give you a map and it'll tell you what the quality of air is in real time. This very moment, Big B.
Okay.
So that's why this is one of the most powerful apps that you can actually put on your phone, especially right now. And also, it lets you know that, remember, when you go outside and you breathe in these particulates, it's so dense that anything that you breathe in is what? In your lungs, is in your bloodstream in what? 28 seconds.
Yep.
At least 28 seconds, or instantly in this case right now. So you got to be very careful, family. Put that app on there. Did y'all find it? Did y'all looking at it?
I know it.
Who actually found it? Who found it? Anybody found it?
I did. It's called IQI for Android.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
I have it. I found it.
Put that on there. Put that on there. And then you can see a whole map of the entire United States. And it goes in. Let me tell you how deep. Let me just give you how deep it is. Up in Newark today was as high as it's actually Newark right now is at 446. 440. That is crazy. That is crazy. Trenton is 446. 447, 7, 427, 391. I'm looking at numbers here, just scanning through. New York City hit the highest. They were at 3. They hit one of the highest. Let me see, Big B.
Let me see. I'm looking.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, this is something to be very concerned about, especially if you have breathing problems. Remember, this is where you have to also start to start taking blood cleansers. You know what a blood cleanser is, right? Your blood cleansers. Who's that coughing? Big B, was that you?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay.
Wasn't me this time. No, I wasn't me.
Somebody had some of that air.
Somebody.
That was
All right.
me, Audrey. I'm fine.
All right, Audrey. All right.
All
We're
right,
looking
all
out
right,
for
Audrey.
you now. So just to give you an idea, that's where you want to be.
Okay.
Is that Indy back there? Is that Indy back there? He's hitting my chair. Could you tell him to move him back? My dog he loves to get right up under my table.
Yep.
right. All right.
All right.
Okay, so you got it. So Big B, give us some numbers, buddy, on our favorite website.
Okay, guy, coming at you right now, guys. As of 2 minutes ago, our total confirmed cases are 690,008,374. Okay, total critical cases 6,973. Total deceased 6,888,862. Total active cases 62,968,957. Here we go, guys. What is this? Okay, what is that? Come on, guys, get it together. That's to keep our brains going here. 621,765,026. Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot.
A lot of
Wait,
folks,
but
y'all.
hey, but the government says it's over.
No way.
It's over.
No way. No way. No
So-
way. No
so
way.
You can't listen. I don't trust anybody for his name in Yahshua. I don't know what to say about
Yeah.
that, but that's just the
Okay.
truth, y'all.
I hear you, Big B. I hear
Okay,
you.
and that's the
So-
truth. So those are the numbers. And real quick, and before we get into all the other stuff, remember this. Remember this. Since I know when he's talking now, he's gonna be giving a whole lot of good stuff. But make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat. Let me do this real quick. Send me an email to mechavideo@gmail.com. Okay, that's mechavideo@gmail.com. Make sure you get a copy of tonight's chat. To continue to support the family tree, use my Cash App. That's Bill Cash $Bill with 1L Morgan. Bill Morgan. Through your bank, if you're going to use Zelle, that's Dr. Paul, that's drpaulherb.com. If you use the P.O. Box, that's Bill Morgan, P.O. Box 191, Mulligan Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Because we got to keep this going so everybody can stay alive and well. We're going to do that right now before we get busy and run over time, okay?
That's right. That's
All
right.
Dr. Perry, there you go, buddy.
All right. And we're going to get
There's
started.
no running over time. What
Mhm.
foolishness is that? We're not putting that in the atmosphere. There'll be no overtime.
There's no overtime.
Thank you, Prophet Taz. I got you. Boy, see that? I got to mind myself because she'll get you in a
His
heartbeat.
mama you got the crack in the whip now.
Well,
All right.
hallelujah.
Okay, so we're gonna get started, and you know how we start off. I love the good information. Before
That's
I get
right.
into
Testimony
the things
time.
that the testimonies, I want to talk about the testimonies before I get into the things about the lungs and how to build the lungs and how to defend yourself
Yes.
against this air quality issue. This is a major problem here, Big B.
Yeah, man.
You know, in family, we got to really watch your lungs, and what you breathe in is in your bloodstream. And already, if you have people that are already sickly or compromised, then it makes the situation even worse.
Mhm.
So this could raise blood pressure. Yes. It could throw off sugar levels. Yes. It can also cause contamination. It could block up your lymphatic system. Yes, all of those things above. So we want to talk about some good things today. But before we get started, I want to talk about testimonies. We always open up with testimonies because testimonies go a long way. And that means that for every person that's, one shall set 1,000 a flight, two shall set 10,000 a flight. So we encourage people because in the middle of any and everything you're going through, sometimes, you got to encourage yourself. But we actually say, a testimony can help somebody that may be listening for the very first time. Maybe they're going through something with, diabetes, high blood pressure. It could be something of an operation. They just might have got a word this week that it was dismal. And that literally they said, there's nothing else we can do. But guess what? Here on the family tree, you can find and get the encouragement you need. So we're going to open up the lines
That's
right here, right now. For anyone that has a testimony, you might have heard something you did here on the family tree. You might have said, I tried it and it did it. Even if it's small, Big B, you remember we say small stuff. Crawl, walk, run.
There you
Something
go.
small
Yes, sir.
means a lot. And, every little bit is encouraging. So we encourage you. We always want to open up with the testimony. So if anyone, the floor is open, anyone have a testimony this evening? All right. Anyone. Drum roll, Big B. I think we're going to have some stealths tonight, Big B. 'Cause nobody wants to
They
jump
sneak up on you in a minute and say, hey, I just got a quick question. But
yeah. So we always want to open the floor.
Yes,
if there's no one, we'll move forward and we'll say, let's
I
take
have
our.
all
I
right,
have a
Kay.
testimony, Dr. Paul.
All right.
Okay, who is that?
That's Kay.
It's Kay.
AK, what's going on?
So I introduced my cousin to the red onion tea. I introduced a lot of people to the tea last weekend. I even bought them the onions, gave them the guys of water. All they had to do was put it in a pot and boil it. So she was always sitting around. She just had surgery, whatever. She's always around, like tired all the time. So I told her to drink the onion tea. So the next day I called her to check on her and I asked her, how was the tea? Oh, Cousin Cameron, it was good. I'm up here on my juice cleanse. I'm up here now drinking juice. I'm up moving around. I said, that natural energy is a beast, isn't it? She started cracking up. Now, I don't know if she's still doing it, but for that time, she was motivated.
Yeah,
that's
you know
okay.
what? That means a lot, Kay.
That's fine.
Just for that moment that encouraged her, just that much can get her moving forward. It just needs a little push sometimes. And, people can take a little push and go a long way. So I thank you so much for being encouragement for her, that she can say that there's something that you can do. You know, it's just, you know, people will sit there and say, I can't do nothing. Or you may have heard a word and think and take this allopathic system as gospel. Don't take it as gospel. There's only one God, right? God said, I'm the author and finisher of your faith, not this man. So this man doesn't know what, you know, what God has planned for you. You got a lot of work to do. Got it? Some of y'all got a lot of stuff y'all got to get done. So don't let no man, no woman, no one tell you that you can or can't do anything. Gotta be encouraged. All right, Kay, let's give her a hand. Let's give Kay a hand.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Kay.
Everybody come off, you know, mute, we say.
All right.
Great job.
Yay.
Great job. Keep it up.
Thank you for being the encouragement.
Indeed.
Sharing.
You know, every little
Congratulations.
counts.
Congratulations.
Yes. Continue to do that, Kay. You be inspiring to someone else. You know, each one of you that's listening, that's on this call tonight, or if you're listening by phone, you can be an encouragement for someone. And I say that because I'm in the middle of it all. I'm on the front line. And when we see people that are coming through, some people are coming through in a state where they're totally just, they literally, you know, I used to hear this expression, you know, I'm broken. You know, I'm broken, you know, but some people are coming through and they're shattered. You got it? Some people are shattered to the degree where they say, I don't know what to do. So we got to pick them up, but not only give them the things that they need to help them get ready, but we got to encourage their spirit. So that's why, Kay, you're an important part to that. Encourage the spirit, stay on top of her, give her the information she needs. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to let some more folks in. Big B.
Yeah,
Who do we have? Who do we have? We don't want to go to the calls or the
I got a testimony.
Chat box or.
Okay, you know what?
All right, who's that? Mark?
Mark,
Yes.
All right. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, Big Bill?
Yeah, man, doing fine. Doing fine,
everyone. Today was the final day that I went to go see my neurologist.
Okay.
And to be honest, I didn't walk in. I used one of my crutches to walk in, but she seen the improvement that I had gained over the years. And she was really impressed with how I look. And I was able to get up on the table without no assistance and all that little good stuff. And at the end of the day, she had me walking down the aisle, which what I mastered. She was happy for that. And
okay.
God has been in my life for so many years. Especially being on Facebook for 8 years.
Mark, what are you sounding? Yo, man, you be encouraged, man. Remember, even if you walk in with one crutch, it's better than
that's an improvement.
It's better than them rolling you in there.
Well, hallelujah.
True that. But in my world,
you got to look at it, man. These people counted you out totally. You got it? They counted you out totally. You have to understand that you look at it from the degree and understanding. You got to get excited about your situation. I tell that for everybody. Everybody get excited about your situation. If you ain't excited about your situation, who else gonna get excited?
Amen.
You got to get excited. And sometimes you got to pack your own amens, y'all.
I know that's
pack them in there and say, hey, I'm encouraged. Yo, keep it moving. All right, Mark?
Yeah, but sometimes it gets in the way knowing that what I can do, but when I get in front of people, that's where, you know, I get down on myself, but I got to learn how to pick myself up, even though it don't work.
No, man, you got to know how to show off. That's what's up. you got to know to get your swag together. And then you got to get up there and shout, and you got to remember how far you've come. Before you get in front of them, don't be intimidated by the situation. You know, you have to be encouraged by the fact that, wait a minute, y'all told me I wasn't going to be doing none of this. And now you're walking. All right. So congratulations, everybody. Come off mute. Give Mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's right. You're looking pretty good to me.
Yeah, look like you got a cut too. Got a cut. Got a shave.
Oh yeah, my new look.
Looking pretty good.
For the rest of my years.
It was it.
That's right, man. Congratulations. See, man, when you walk in there, you got to walk with your head up. Because I'm thinking about this. No, I'm thinking of, you know what I think about? I think about the other people who didn't walk in the same the situation that you did.
Yes,
You know,
sir,
when
brother.
we sat
That's what I'm
there,
talking
when you
about.
ran in, we met, and then I'm thinking about how many other people they told the same thing
All
and
right.
didn't make it or is no longer here. You got it? I'm thinking about that person and those people that were, and that you are the exception to the rule, buddy.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
be encouraged, man. Don't let nobody take your joy, man. You
That's
gotta
right.
be encouraged at all time. You know that,
Crawl,
yo,
run,
you know
walk.
what? Every little bit,
Amen.
crawl, walk, run. You know, you got to take that. So, Mark, I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
All the time.
All right.
All the time.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, man.
All the
All
time.
right.
Yes, sir. Any more? Any more?
Any more testimonies? Any more testimonies? We're going to line
Lydia, I see Lydia's
you,
hand.
Lydia, you got a testimony over there, Lydia?
Well, first of all, I just like to say, Dr. Paul, to everyone, hello, and you are the real deal, and you are appointed and anointed by God. And I'm telling you, because you have given us things that we can use to help our illnesses or in emergencies. I think you are the real, what is the thing? They don't go to the hospitals anymore. They go to the urgent care.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I think you are the real urgent care facilitator.
Bless your heart, girl.
Because
Yes.
I had experience this past Wednesday where I called and left a message because I had been, I guess, detoxing since February. I hadn't had any Haagen-Dazs bill since then. My system probably was very clean. And of course, the Wednesday before the holiday, I did have some crabs and I got back off the wagon with the Haagen-Dazs. But I forgot to tell you, Dr. Paul, my last thing that I think that took it over is that I had a handful of those nuts, shelled nuts, and 2 organic fudge sickles, which probably took it over. That's when I started that itching. I said, I've never had this before. And I started seeing these whelps all over my body. I started looking and feeling like the alien, like something was going to pop out. And then you told me to go get that lymphatic, Mary Ruth's lymphatic support. And I went and did that. And I started thinking, I said, okay, I don't need to go to urgent care, but you don't know that after I spoke with you, it went to an extreme, because you always told us that at night, those parasites begin to take hold. And it's no joke. I started hitting them with the Eliminator, Golden Seal. I went into black walnut. I went into everything that I could find. And it seemed like it became so extreme. My palms were itching so bad that I went down and found, I said, oh, okay, I got to get some Himalayan salt. And I took the Himalayan salt, the course, and rubbed my hands together so hard that they said, okay, we got to go someplace else. It went on to my feet. I started to soak everything, but I started hitting it with all these different herbs. And I didn't even go to sleep that night, because I said, okay, I'm not going to urgent care. I got what God has given him to tell me to use. And I'm telling you, those parasite situation is no joke. And it does, if we listen to you and we use that. Now, I had, like you say, fallen off the wagon and my body being so detoxed. And I remember Andre, when I was telling him, I love the crabs, he said, it takes 1 crab to have a parasite. And all these things were coming in my head when I was itching. I said, Dr. Paul, Andre, y'all just be quiet. Let me just try to get this together. But I just oversaturated my body with that until a calmness came down. I mean, on my hand, it went down to the fingertips where I was itching so much so that my hand was swollen the next day and hurting that's how much I was itching. Remember the old folks say, when you scratch your palms, that means that you getting some money.
Yeah,
well, I should have been a billionaire for the whole night. Yeah, because that's how long I was scratching all night. But I just want to say thank you for whom you represent, because a lot of people don't share, and you do what you do to help us. And I know other people that are in your area of expertise, and they're just trying to see how much they can push for their special product at an exorbitant amount where people can't afford it. So I just want to thank you, and I said
thank you, Lydia. I appreciate you so much. And yes,
that was an experience.
What an experience! What a testimony! What
Amen.
a testimony!
That's so very true.
You said so many things that I could pick out of that. And we talk about parasites. You remember, parasites will be most active in the evening. Why? because you're slowing
Slow 'em
down.
Yes.
Your blood pressure is slowing down. Your bloodstream, you're not as active. So when your pressure comes down, your heart rate comes down, and you're going to sleep, parasite says, well, hey, I can't move when she's moving around. She's got too much going on. So as soon as you calm down, I'm going to jump right into the bloodstream. And then they run to the bloodstream. That's when you calm down, move all throughout the body. A lot of this happens. Usually they go to the areas where they can feed the most, and that's mostly at the rectum. Believe it or not. Do you believe that? The rectum.
Yeah.
That's why when people come out, they scratching the button and in the middle of that. Yep, that's right. Parasites. You got it. You
Well,
need
they
to
were
see
running all over
children.
my body
You can
because
see-
I even sent red clover in there for them. I said I
Okay.
had it all going.
Best time to take a parasite cleanse is before you're like after dinner. That would be a perfect time because it's prepared for parasites. If there are parasites that invade the system, which is going to happen in the evening, they slow down. Wait till you slow down and they move in the system. You ever seen a child with their butt up in the air? They sleep with their butt up in the air. When they're real little,
They
they
got the
sleep with their butt
crawlies.
up there. That's what happened. They got parasites. Too much sugar. You got to keep them off the sugar. You got it? So those are the things that you got to do. You got to fight these things based off us. What we're talking about now is dealing with them on a circadian rhythm cycle. So you hit them when they go into their full feeding cycle.
Right.
And you hit them with the green. You hit them with the greens. You hit them with the parasite formula. You hit them with all those things, and you can take them down faster.
That's right.
Got
That's
it?
right.
Let's come off of mute.
That's right.
For
Lydia, that's
Lydia.
what's up. See?
Lydia.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Hold on, let's
Lydia.
hold on.
Congratulations.
Now, if y'all didn't get something out of that
Thanks for
testimony,
sharing
y'all better
that.
check yourself. Yes.
I can identify with her.
Yes.
Awesome testimony.
Yeah.
Congrats. Congrats.
And as we say, remember the crabs and
Congrats.
a lot of parasites are in things like seafood. And that's because they're pulling from, number one, the contaminated beds or all the oil spills, but they handle a lot of parasites. They handle a lot of bacteria, a lot of virus, a lot of these things that it just takes one. So you got to be very, very careful right now. It's just no mandatory labeling laws, and you got to watch everything that you're taking into the body right now. All right.
Even if you put Obey on those crabs, it's still not good.
Yeah, obey. They just obey parasites. That's all they just parasites with salt on them. That's
I know that's right. They are the kings and queens,
That's
queens
all
of the
they
ocean.
are. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth of the matter. All right, but let's move on, Big B. What do we have next? Any other testimonies before we get started?
Can I share something?
Yes.
You don't see me. This is Judith.
Hey, Judith.
Dr. Paul, we purchased an air doctor some years ago, and this morning when I got up and saw all that smoke outside, I put my air doctor on in my bedroom. And normally when I first get up, I just crack the windows to get some fresh air, but no fresh air was coming in. So I had to close those windows and everything. But you know what? When I put that air doctor on, it went crazy. It was signaling all kinds of colors, but I let it stay on for about 4 hours, and then it calmed down, and it's in the blue state. So now I brought it downstairs because I had to take care of the lower. But you know what? Now, 2 hours ago, I brought it downstairs, put it in the dining room. And do you know, it has not turned blue in 2 hours because it's still pulling. But my bedroom and upstairs, it's clear. So I would encourage anyone, and I don't know what type of air doctor or whatever you would recommend, but I tell you, this thing really works. It really is pulling out and clearing the atmosphere. It's amazing.
Yep. Usually you want to have one that has not only a filter, but it's an ionizer.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
Ionizer one.
Ionizer. And remember, whenever you see these particulates that are in the air, those are, and you remember, this is all about energy, y'all. Remember, it's either male or female principle. And this principle that you see, the particulates are in the what they call positive charge. Got it? Positive charge, which is particulates, and that's where bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, cancer, all that moves in that positive charge, which means it also moves fast. So it tears down fast. So what you want is something that's alkalizing. That's why those ionizers, they alkalize, they send a negative charge, which is alkaline, just like alkaline batteries, which now removes this out of your atmosphere. Got it? So that's what it does. So literally the ionizer that you have is charging the atmosphere. Now, what's also good for that? How about a Himalayan salt lamp?
Oh,
If y'all got a
what's that now?
Himalayan salt lamp, you better
Okay,
turn it on
I
tonight.
have one in the
Oh,
bedroom.
yes.
Mhm.
I have one.
You sleeping tonight, you better turn that Himalayan salt lamp on. You know, we have one on every floor pretty much in our house. I have one where we sleep, and then we have one down the middle, and then we have one in the basement. So you got to get those Himalayan salt lamps kick off and ionize negative charge. Got it? So that means it reduces particulates and it neutralizes them. Got it? If it neutralizes them, now that takes that particulate out of the air. So thank you for that information. That was powerful information. Yes,
And
you
also
can get
the Mary Ruth that you recommended that I get. I went over to Wayne Avenue the same day, and I started taking it, and that is some very powerful stuff. It really is. I can feel
Which one
it.
was it again? I missed that. What did you say?
It was the Mary Ruth.
Oh, Mary Ruth. Yeah,
Mary
Mary Ruth. Yes, Mary Ruth. Yes, that's the lymphatic support. You remember lymphatic supports keeps it moving. Now I'm looking at this Big B, like I'm thinking about all the chronic conditions people have right now. And already we're post effect from COVID. So now here we are post effect from COVID, and people's immune system is already low. Now you're hitting them with all these particulates. Man, you know, you got to be careful, family. This is these next couple of weeks, you know, watch your breathing. Got it? Watch your breathing. Try not to do any outdoor activities or running while this stuff is going on. Let it clear out. Download this app on your phone until it gets cleared. Try to limit your activity outside. Got it? I'm just going to tell you what it is. It is that concerning. All right. All right. Big B, let's
One other thing I want to share with the seniors.
Yes, Judy.
You recommended that I get the blood pressure, and I have to check my pulse and the other readings. I'm on Medicare Advantage, and they give you a card that you can purchase certain things from CVS. And I was able to get the cuff for my blood pressure and the pulse. I got it, and it cost me absolutely nothing.
There you go. There you go. Yep, that's what it is.
I would encourage them. They're on Medicare Advantage. There's a card that they send that they give you credit for like $70. It's free.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
right.
Thank you, Judith. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
Let's give Judith a hand, y'all. Let's give Judith a
that's
hand.
important.
Thank you,
That's
Judith.
important
Appreciate you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank
That's
you.
powerful information,
Thank you,
Judith.
Judith.
Judith, that's the kind of information we need to share
you.
right there.
Thank you so much.
You know, because you just helped a lot of people right there.
Amen.
Because
So
you
very
know
true.
that means a lot. You know, don't discount this information, and that, you know, when we talk about this stuff, write this stuff down. I hope y'all writing this stuff down, because really we're in a time right now where anything that's particulates and poisons and things that are in the atmosphere, this stuff ends up in your body.
Yeah, it does.
So we have to have some level of releasing this in some way. Lymphatic, that Mary Ruth lymphatic support is a liquid tincture version, non-alcohol. They don't put alcohol in it, no grain alcohols. It's non-GMO. It's actually kosher. It's all that. And that will get this thing moving so you can move your lymphatic system. Got it? You got to get it moving. All right, let's go, Big B.
All right, guys.
Let's go to our first calls.
Okay, well, the first call, that's Neatha up in the corner for the first call. Neatha?
Hey, Neatha.
Hi, Grand Risings, everybody.
All right.
All right.
Good. I had, I saw someone on the call. I don't see her name now up there. I don't know if she had to get off or whatever, but you know, in my travels and when I'm seeing clients,
Yes.
I always pass on the information. So I saw she was on, met her yesterday, and I saw she was on. So I'm hoping she was able to get back on. I want to give a shout out to her that she was able to get on. Because I'm always, when I go in and doing assessments with my patients and I'm looking around, when I see bad water, I do let them know that
Yeah.
this water is just no good. But
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to ask you, and I saw my sister on, I want to give a shout out to her, Clarinda
All right.
Shannon. She
Yes,
was
I
on.
saw
right. Is she
she's
on
still
now?
She's still there. She's still with us.
Okay.
Still
Yes,
on.
Glenda.
All right.
There she is.
Shout out. Shout out.
One thing I want to ask, because I want to get this clear. I know you mentioned this before in some of the other sessions, and I know I wrote it down. I was looking through my notes. I couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
I know people drink the sparkling water,
Mm-hmm.
like the Crystal Light or the sparkling water, the flavored sparkling water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you said the oh, I forgot what you call it. It just slips my mind. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway,
Carbonization.
That's it.
Mhm,
Is that what's the problem with that? So I can
Well-
get that in my head.
Well, remember with carbonization is the waste of the system. Remember, we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. So if we're breathing out carbon dioxide as waste, why are we drinking it? So what happens is it's an energy stealer that falls in line with those that steal the oxygen out of the body. I do a thing called if you go online, you can go on YouTube, and I did a water test just to show people what really soda does or sparkling waters. So at the end of the test, after I test all the water, I'll take a 9.5 alkaline water, ionized water, alkaline water, and I take a cap of soda and pour it into the 9.5 gallon of water, and it destroys the water in 2 seconds.
Hammer.
Wow.
That's what it does. See, remember, it's an energy stealer. Remember, if it's in that pH level, the carbonization or anything that's carbonated, that actually is a pH somewhere around a 4.2, 3.5. Got it? Just giving you an idea. Just giving you an idea where that is. That's pure acid. So what's happening is not only is the soda bad, but then you're going to add also, if there's soda, I mean, sparkling water is one thing, but soda adds now 16 scoops of refined white sugar in every 12-ounce can.
Have mercy. Mama.
Wow.
And it also has, with that sugar, high fructose corn syrup.
High fructose corn syrup, and you might even have a diet.
Oh no.
And in this diet, it has aspartame in it.
Oh,
which
yes.
is another one. This thing is a toxic cocktail of destruction for your arteries and veins. And remember, things like aspartame, specifically for women of color, has been known to be the most toxic thing that causes strokes and aneurysm more than anyone on the planet is African-American women. Got
Wow.
it?
Okay.
So aspartame, watch the aspartame, watch the sodas. All these are life stealers. They steal the charge and the polarity out of the body. Got it?
Okay. Another thing I just want to say that I did, because I read all ingredients on everything. So I happened to be in the store because of a conversation we had on one of the other Zooms.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the cereal aisle. So I said, okay. I said, one day I'm gonna go down and look at every box, but I chose Kellogg's and General Mills. And okay, I'm not shouting out to anyone.
Yes, you are. That's
There
okay. We
is-
still love you.
There is bioengineered
That's right.
products in
That's right.
Cheerios and Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you what they did, because I took a picture of it.
Frosted Flakes.
Go ahead now. She take it.
It says in bold print, non-biogeneric products. But under that, in little print, it may contain.
Bioengineered ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
I said, come on, y'all.
Come on,
Do you think I'm
Yeah.
And it's in your Kellogg's and in your General Mills.
Yeah, all Kellogg's, all generally. Now, here's what's interesting, Nathan. You know, they got caught about 5 years ago. They got caught. And something happened where they sent the wrong box to the wrong country.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they sent the wrong box to the wrong country. And here they found out that the Cheerios they have 2 lines. General Mills has 2 lines of Cheerios.
Wow.
And this is when they found out that there's 2 lines. One line is genetically modified, that goes to America. And the ones that have the countries that have already said that we're not accepting any GMOs, they get the non-GMO.
Mm.
You got it?
Something,
It's something else. Yep. See, remember, they had to pull back on that because that was, a lot of children. That's the first finger food for the babies, the little
sure
Cheerios,
is.
the finger food. They can
Yeah.
actually grab it, get no skills together, right? But they were finding out, yes, they were actually genetically modifying this stuff. So what does this do to you? When you eat something genetically modified, it's going to genetically modify you. Bioengineering, we don't even know what that is. They haven't identified this.
Yeah,
but this
so
is
true.
something that they were told back in 2015. You're going to
Wow.
have to start labeling this by 2023. Got it? So you can do all you want to, but it will be mandatory that you at least put it on the label. You're not accountable for what's on there, but we got to at least tell them. So that's why at the end of last year, going into 2023, which is this year, they started putting this stuff. You started seeing it popping up everywhere. And I challenge you, go look at your bread, go look at your cereal, go look at everything in your cabinet right now. And you're going to see
cookies.
something.
Yes.
Especially them
Amen.
cookies, Lydia.
I grew up on Oreos.
Especially the Oreos.
Oh my.
All of the
Oreos.
candy bars, the cakes, the cookies, the pies, everything that you used to snack on. I used to tell folks, it's not you. It's the food has changed on you. You got it? And this is
and
what
you know what? I'm going to connect with because Patty LaBelle has our pies and stuff out there. Then they're good sweet potato pies, the peach cobbler. But I happened to a couple of weeks ago, I happened to be in the store and I picked it up and looked at it. Bioengineer. I said, okay, Patty, I gotta let you know, Patty. I gotta contact you some kind of way and let you know.
Tell me, Patty,
bioengineer.
Oh no, Oh, why?
And I said, sorry, Patty, I had
That's
to
my
put
son
you
over
down.
there. He loves Patty LaBelle pies. I didn't hear this one. Oh my gosh.
I understand
And
how
not
he
only
feels.
that, because we know Patty. I know Patty.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
oh.
One other thing I want to clarify, I'm gonna get off. Just piggyback on the young lady who was talking about the over-the-counter benefit that you get with your Advantage plans, all your insurances that have Advantage plan. But you need to check because all of them don't give the same amount
Right.
Every quarter. So, my husband used to get $220, but it all depends upon what plan you have. But make sure you do utilize that because it is helpful.
Now, Neetha, let me ask you a question. I got a question for you. With that, I remember working at Center in the Park, and whenever we had seniors that came through, and they had their situation, there was a counselor at Center in the Park that always sat down with each senior to look at their situation, what they were, what they received or what their benefits were. And they sort of laid out something of a game plan to say, you're aware that you are eligible for these things, almost like a counselor for them. Is that something that you would suggest that people, if they have, is there something that they can call and with their benefits like Medicare, Medicaid, like a counselor that's to say, let's sit down and look at all your stuff?
Can I help you in that situation? My son is one of the executive counselors and he's heavy into United Healthcare. I gave a little session here in my home. Several people showed up. And he's the one that keeps me abreast of everything that's going on with United Healthcare. And he is phenomenal. He is up at the top.
Excellent.
He will come anywhere that you need for him to tell you to discuss any area. He will look up top doctors for you. If you need a primary care doctor, if you're not satisfied, he'll bring you out. So he
Excellent.
is one of the
Mhm.
leading, and he's African American.
We
and
need to
he
invite
is
him in.
cool.
All right. Now,
Yeah,
now,
that
Judith,
is-
I don't know if I'm asking too much, but you know, with I kind of move in the spirit on these things.
And
Can
he
you
is a
would you
believer.
think it would be
Well,
all right to give his number out if he wouldn't mind
will
giving his
give
number
you-
out to the family? Because this is a perfect place for that information.
yes.
Actually, I will give you his number because he can't reach out to us. You have to
Okay.
reach out to
Can
him.
you, make sure
Yeah.
you put it in the chat,
See,
Judith.
Put it right
Only
in the chat.
But I
The
will
only
put it in
thing,
the
and
chat.
that's a good thing that he does that, and that's great. Only thing I just tell people, I'm not saying her son does this, but you got to understand, they have to not come with an agenda, because see, these insurance companies are competitive with one another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, you know, he works with United Healthcare, not saying he would, but he may be pushing United Healthcare. So you
Mhm.
gotta watch.
Well,
And you
one
have,
thing
Well-
that.
but
one
wait a
thing
minute,
that
let
had
me
me
finish.
put
But the
integrity-
other thing is, is just that as long as no one is biased, because there's a plan for someone and every plan does not fit everyone's needs. So you have to,
Exactly.
yeah, it depends
Right.
upon what their needs
Right.
are, what their comorbidities are, how many
Right.
medications they're on. You have to find out what works for you. But
Yeah.
some of these people out here for these companies, not saying her son, but are
Mhm.
vultures. They are out there and they're
Mhm.
trying to get that commission and they want
Right.
to push their insurance.
Yeah,
So-
and that's specifically, you know, thank you, Neetha, and thank you, Judith.
Mhm.
I thank you both, because
Mhm.
that's exactly why I've mentioned counselor. Got it? Counselor
Mhm.
is a middle person, in
Counselor.
between person
Yeah,
that
he's-
actually is able to do both and reach out independently with no bias, you know, on any companies or anything, but it can give you some really sound advice, because that's really what people need. They need to know, which way do I turn? Here's my options. And then if my options are laid out, what do I decide to do? And where I move left or right or move forward or backwards, whatever, you know, you need someone that's sort of like in between and not with any financial or bias with companies or corporations. So thank you both. I appreciate that. So Judith, I think if anyone has that specific coverage, I would say have them contact your son.
I'll tell you, I was,
Mhm.
I came out of, I was an educator,
Mhm.
okay? And I was with Peasers, and that's a pretty high-end in retirement for educators. I taught with the district for 30 years, and I went into a HOP plan. And when I found out about this plan that my son put me into, it revolutionized my whole life.
Okay.
And he had me actually speaking at their executive meetings. They flew in and they had their meetings over at Lafayette Hills, where the golf courses, they escorted me, limousine service in the whole 9 yards. And there were many principals, educators that took the turn and came into the plan because of the benefits and the quality that they experienced. So, and my son is a man of the word. His first mission, I'm not on his Bible study tonight because I said I got to meet with Dr. Paul, but he is a man of the word. He does
Okay.
not try to
Excellent.
override. If you decide that you don't want it, that's it. But
Okay.
it's to your advantage.
Well, Judith,
I
will
will
you?
put
I
his
mean,
name.
you want to share that, or you want to check with him first? You let us know how you want to do that, because that is still very,
Or she
very
can-
powerful information.
yeah,
if you
or
want to
she can-
share that
And
information.
we need that, especially as our people. And I'll tell you, some of our Jewish principals that retired came into this same plan, trust me.
Okay,
And
so
yeah.
so
Mhm.
Nathan, did you want to give his number so
I
so
will
people
give
can
you
reach out
his
to him?
number and his
Okay.
name.
Okay.
Okay.
And also put it in the chat, Judith, and send me an email so I know what it is, so I can get it to Dr. Paul and make sure you know, he
Yes.
gets it
So
out. Okay.
if you can just
got some backup.
if you could just give the number, his name and number, so that
Yes.
those that are even listening by phone can actually get that information. Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you.
Okay. What's his name? What's his name? Did you give his name, Judith?
No, I think she's gonna put it in the chat.
She's
but
gonna put it in the chat. Dr.
Okay,
Paul.
so
Just stop
when
talking,
Prophetess,
so.
when you get it, make sure you just mention it once you get off the information, okay?
Okay.
So that those, because
You
we
got
have
it.
a lot of callers that are calling in
Yes.
Right.
by phone and they can't see, okay?
Right.
All right.
Paul,
Okay.
All right. So let's
Dr. Paul,
move on.
Let's
Yes.
go to the questions, please.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I have one
Anybody
over
had a
here.
response to? Anybody had a real quick response to that?
yeah,
Just real quick.
Dr. Paul, what she said is true because I'm with the HOP and I'm getting all these calls and they want me to give out information about my insurance because they have a better plan. So it's confusing. You don't know. I said, well,
Right.
I have everything I need. So
Right.
just what you said about a counselor, it would help us.
Intermediary.
at this-
Yep.
yeah.
You need an intermediary. Somebody
Very
that's
much so.
intermediary. And that, let me tell you, there's a big business for somebody to
Yeah,
be
it
an
is.
intermediary.
Yeah,
man.
it
You
is.
know your stuff. That's a job right there because you can actually balance between, and it's a great counseling position
Mhm,
for somebody to help people because really, you know, it doesn't it's just like when you select insurance sometimes, you know, you say, I'm not going to be using that. So why do I get that insurance? I'm not going to be using that or I don't need that. So you got to find out what best works for you.
Yeah.
So,
very true.
Prophetess, let me know when that number's in there and we can actually give that information out. Okay. All
Okay.
right, let's go to the
I
top.
got a question here, Dr. Paul. It says,
Mhm.
help. I have to get an endometrial biopsy tomorrow. My white blood cell count is high. So are my menopause levels. Any advice? I will plan an assessment soon. Thank you. It just says help. And that's
Yeah.
I guess she's on the phone.
Yeah, so you're talking about endometriosis, which is actually now we're dealing with autoimmune issues.
Mhm.
And this is when, again, they missed the mark on this one because they're saying, you know, what happens with endometriosis is this is when literally there's extra lining in the lining that the body creates. They say it's fighting against itself, and then it actually creates more thickness and lining in the lining of the uterus, and it becomes very painful. Well, what's really happening is they'll give you a medication, which the medication is bad for the liver. But here's the problem. The problem goes back to cleaning the blood again. We got to clean the blood. Any autoimmune issue starts with blood. You got to clean the blood. So what we want to do is clean the blood, which means that now the liver has the ability to, you know, to decipher what is actually going on. So now it can cleanse the blood. So now that it doesn't have the miscommunication by adding the body thinking it's under attack. So it's not actually creating more lining in the lining of the uterus. So here we go. Going back to, if you get an assessment, come on in. That's what the RM3A does. The RM3A looks to see, are you detoxing? Which means, are you moving that lymphatic system? Because if you're not moving that lymphatic system, that means you're not moving this thing called the pseudomotor. The pseudomotor is your sweat glands. And usually when we look at things like autoimmune from endometriosis, multiple myeloma, leukemia, fibromyalgia, any of those, we always look to see that the pseudomotor is not moving. That means your body has no choice but to dump the toxins in your blood. If I dump it in your blood, that's my last resort. I'm eventually going to push it out your skin. Now you're going to have bumps, blisters, boils, psoriasis, eczema, you know, things like rashes all over your body. You're like, what's going on? My legs are swelling. This is all a reaction of the body attempting to correct itself. Got it? So I would say definitely an RM3A is on the horizon. That is number one I would do. Because then I can tell you exactly what's going on, and we got to get that lymphatic system moving, and we got to clean the blood. All right. Remember, y'all, I still have, just want to let you know, we still have the RM3A special going on, and it's going to be ending very, very soon. We did the kickoff for the RM3A because I'm trying to encourage folks to come on in and get the RM3A. So we do have a special discount that we're doing for the summer kickoff. All right. So make sure you call us 1-877-377-2854. I believe there's even openings tomorrow. I think Ivy just told me we have openings tomorrow. So make sure you give us a call. All right. We get you in. All right. Someone had a question. Quick question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Paul. This is Clarenda. I'm Harnitha's sister.
Yes.
Two things. One, about the RM3A, because I'm out of state. So do you have any affiliates in the Middle Tennessee area where I might be able to get the test done? That's a question.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week, Lorinda. I wish I'm going to look for you. Okay, I'm going to find out and see if I have someone in that area, the closest direction to there. I'm gonna place a call for you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
But
The other
usually-
thing was
Mhm,
the
mhm.
lady was talking about the endometrial biopsy. It may not. You need more information because if she's postmenopausal and she's having bleeding, then the endometrial biopsy is indicated because she could have endometrial cancer, not only endometriosis. Because I had a good friend die from endometrial cancer a year ago, and she was a gynecologist. But they put off doing some things because they wanted to try this, try that, and try the other thing.
Yeah,
But in any event, if she needs just to say, I'm having an endometrial biopsy tomorrow, we need more information there. Because if she's postmenopausal and she stopped having periods for a while, and then she started having periods again, she may very well have endometrial cancer.
Yep, that's right. So what you want to do is definitely it's circadian rhythm. We got to get that rhythm. People lose their rhythm, and it's all based on eating out of cycle, out of rhythm. So we gotta look and see with the evaluation, see where the baselines are, and then move forward. So thank you,
Is
Clarence.
that
Appreciate
generally
you. Appreciate you.
survivable?
What was that?
I'm sorry, is that the endometrial cancer? Is that generally survivable?
Yes, especially
Okay.
when it's diagnosed early.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Remember, anything we feed the body, and the body corrects itself 11 times faster than you get sick. So you got to feed, you got to cleanse the body. The key here is cleanse. And then here's the thing: whenever they're administering the pharmaceuticals for it, these are pharmaceuticals that go in and start to damage issues with the liver, the very thing that is having the problem. You got it? So that's why we got to go back to cleaning the blood. Clean the liver, clean the blood. All the blood flows through every organ every 20 minutes. All right. All right. So let's go through here, Big B. Who do we have here, buddy?
Okay, we've got Laverne.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's
Bill.
all right.
That's all right.
She put the information in. So
Okay.
information is, if everybody's ready to write, who is listening on the phone, United Healthcare /AARP. His name is Ralph Witcher. That's WITCHER. Ralph Witcher. His phone number is 610-393-4366. That's 610-393-4366. And his website is www.myuhcagent. That's UnitedHealthcareAgent.com/Ralph.Witcher.
All right. Sounds
That's great
good.
information, family.
Thank you. Thank you, Prophetess. Thank you. And also
it's,
thank you,
and it's
Judith.
also in the chat, right, Prophetess?
Yes, that's where I got
It's
it
in
from.
the chart.
All right,
Yep.
It's in the
wonderful.
chat.
Okay, super. So
All
guys, you got to
right.
make sure you send that email tonight to make
Yeah.
sure you get a copy of the check, because hey, the information is there. It's on you now. The onus is
Yep.
on you. Make sure you get it. All right.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right. All right. So who do we have here, Big B?
We got Laverne up in the corner. Laverne.
Yes, greetings to everyone.
Mhm.
And I just want to add to your, first of all, I want to thank Dr. Paul for his expertise.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laverne. Appreciate you.
It's very helpful. And
Mhm.
I've been on that green drink in the morning, and I find what a difference it makes.
Mm.
Start your day off right with prayer, and then go and get your green drink.
There you go,
I know
Vern.
that's
That's
right.
right. Set an
Well,
example, girl. Go ahead.
hallelujah.
That's right.
Say that, I also, the air is thick right here in Philadelphia. I'm in
Yes, it is.
National Airport here,
Mm.
Philadelphia International Airport. And so I decided not to run my air conditioner, because that's recycling the outside air, recycling it and drawing out your air. So I shut the air conditioner off and use my air purifiers, the Honeywell air purifiers, and it works wonderful.
Yes, yes.
Cleans the air in the house here, and I got 4 of them or 5.
Mm.
One in each room, one in the living room, kitchen,
Excellent.
dining room, and my bedroom. And I thank God for them. I bought them about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and I haven't used them much. But when this air quality has really
Yes.
got bad, then I put them on, and it
Yeah.
really worked wonders. And you don't have to
Yes.
buy filters for it to change it. You just take that filter out and clean it with this water, like the shower water,
Mm-hmm.
soap on it, and rinse it and pat it dry and make sure it's dry.
There you go. That's right. That's
Okay.
right. Thank you, Laverne.
All right, Laverne, thanks.
Thank you, Laverne. Let's come off mute. Little Laverne over there. She snuck in and gave us the testimony. Didn't she, did Big B?
Yes, you
She
did.
snuck
Yes, you
in there and gave us.
Hey, we said there was gonna be some stealth ones in there.
Congratulations, Laverne.
Thank you, Laverne.
Congratulations, Laverne.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Keep
Good
that
job,
up.
good job.
I wouldn't even
Good
thought about
job.
that.
Hey,
Blessed to keep
Laverne.
the prayers
People
going up.
think that's not a testimony. That's a
But that
testimony
sure
right
is what
there.
it is.
Yeah, she said, pray.
Hey, Laverne was stealth on us again tonight.
She
That's
went
what did.
stealth on us,
She
man.
just
They
snuck
come in like bombers. Boom. They dropping on us, don't they?
Indeed, indeed.
You know,
All
thank
right.
you, Laverne. And then if you're, I just want to give you an update as we're going along here. What did I mention the last time as far as where our levels were? Remember what I mentioned? What was the number I gave you off of our app? Did I give you an app number? Remember I said Philadelphia was at what? I said
283.
283 was what?
You said 283.
183. It was at 183. It was 183. It's
Oh,
now at 291.
Oh Lord.
No, you said 283 initially.
Yeah.
283.
Yeah,
Okay.
you said,
So here it is. It's at 291 now. It just crossed the very unhealthy level right now. It's actually purple now. So definitely we got to watch it, man. You know, be careful if you're going out. Don't go out if you have to. Let's see. The latest, I'm looking at a map here. This is concerning, man. You know, when this is not getting in any, well, they said that it would get worse actually as the evening went on. Right now, I'm just looking at New York City. New York City is.
You hear
up
about
at-
that fire in Canada?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what they're
yes.
saying. This is
That's
this is
what
and what's
this is
happening
coming
is
from.
this is all coming from, and the understanding is that it's from the jet stream is actually swooping down. They're saying that it's
There you
coming
go.
from there and it's coming right down. It swoops down all the way as far as North Carolina, all the way back up. Actually, they said Texas actually
Yes,
is
yes.
getting some of it also all the way up to the Northeast. So they said we got a couple of days of this, you know, maybe 72 hours of this actually still going on, but just be careful, family. All right, be very careful. All right, Big B, what do we have here, buddy?
Okay, let me see. There was one here that says a non again. Oh, that's just Deke. And not just Deke, but Deke says again, a non-biased, a non-company related counselor is what is needed. And so, folk, you just got to make sure you get the right.
Yeah,
people,
comment. Yeah,
okay?
comment. Yep. Somebody
You gotta
made a
make
good
sure you do that.
comment. Mhm.
So Dakota said, Dr. Thanks so much. God will bless you as you go along and help us out here. So we are just grateful for everything. She was just sharing some information there for us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
God
a
is
lot of
good.
folks are
God is
saying,
good.
a lot of folks are saying they have air purifiers, and you know, so it's just a lot of good comments. from
Questions.
everybody.
We got to get to the questions.
That's
They're
what I'm
gonna
tonna find. You
Shut
see,
them
you've
down.
seen it.
Shut them down.
I'm down. Excuse me, sister. I didn't see the time. We'll be some serious trouble. Hey, y'all. See, prophetess don't play.
You don't play, boys. He's swinging it. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Who do we have?
There was
Questions up
something
there.
here. Rhonda said, first of all, she said, what are other types of bottle? I guess there's water besides Crystal Geyser, I guess.
Oh yeah. We've
I already
mentioned
answered
it.
that.
Yeah, we've already
chat.
answered those down. Remember,
Okay.
for those that are listening,
2-3
though,
times.
if you're listening for the very first time, because a lot of people, we have to keep in concern as people are listening for the very first time. Things like, remember, it is spring water bottled at the source. That's the key. If it's bottled at the source, it has the highest alkalinity, which is now the alkaline, the real alkaline. No purified, filtered, reverse osmosis, or distilled. Got it? So that means you can do Crystal Geyser water. You can do Fiji water. You can do Avion water. You can do things like Eternal. You
Hawaiian
can also
waters.
you can do any of the Hawaiian
Mhm.
waters, the Wakia, the Icelandic waters. Also, you can have there's Aquapana, there's Mountain Valley, there's Starkey. There's a lot of them out here. Remember, just understand the science. Spring water, bottle at the
Bottle at the
source. Got it? That's the key. All right.
Okay, one other question that will go up in the corner and do Haraya. Can you speak on chlorophyll? and
Mhm.
particularly the drops in water. Is it okay to do that? Is this
Sure.
a recommend, is there a recommended brand?
Yeah, chlorophyll, of course, is plant melanin. You got to look at chlorophyll as plant melanin, and that goes into water. And you can put it, usually, if you buy chlorophyll, it's usually from alfalfa. Alfalfa is usually, of course, one of the highest of the alkaline and chlorophyll on land. Remember, the roots grow very deep. They're so deep, untouched. They go deep. Some as far as 1,000 feet deep. That's the Guinness Book of World Records, where the alfalfa grew that deep in the earth. So what is it doing? It's grabbing all those minerals. So what does alfalfa do? Chlorophyll is a high form of plant melanin, which does what? It raises your alkalinity, gives your body the proper hydrogen, so it expends your cells in an alkaline state. Remember, when you are dealing with these pollutants and this particulates from all this stuff, the more alkaline you are, the more your body defends you against what is the positive particulates, which are going to be acid. Got it? So that's why chlorophyll is working so well. So you can also, chlorophyll is excellent for mucus. If you're having mucus issues, you can add a little chlorophyll, add it to your water, and it actually literally on contact starts to pull it out of your system. We give it to children. When children are very small and colicky, we give them a little bit of that, comes right up immediately once it hits contact. That's how alkaline and powerful chlorophyll is. So yes, 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 all across the board. It also is a detergent for the body. It's a detergent if someone has things like halitosis. Halitosis is what? Y'all remember what halitosis is, right?
Bad breath.
Bad hair breath.
Everybody know what bad halitosis is.
Yes,
But when
yes, yes.
somebody's breath stink, and if it smells really bad, it's not the breath as much as it's the intestines. So chlorophyll is like an intestinal detergent for the body. So it cleans the body, starts to neutralize acid. Because what happens is when you smell in someone's breath, that means something is rotting in their gut. So that's when you start to alkalize it, neutralizes that putrefaction that's happening. So it cleans it now, flushes it out of your body. So chlorophyll, yes, 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 all the way across the board. All right.
All right, Dr. Hall, we got 5 folk across the top and 1 on the side, and you know what? We're at 8:33. Let's hit them because I think Prophet has already gotten through all the stuff and answered the questions on the side. Okay.
All right. So
let's
we
get
go
them
straight
out of the way.
across
How
the
about
top.
that? Okay, Haraya, let's go. You there?
Hey, good evening, everyone. I didn't know about this air thing until Layla came in from school today, and she came in from school with a mask on. I'm like, why you got your mask on? And she said, the fire and the smoke, and she's telling me all about this and everything. I thought, what? And I turned on CNN, and sure enough, they was talking about this. I went into a full-blown panic attack. You know, like they give me anxiety meds. I never take them, you know, but I had to break down today because I really went into a panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was running from the window to the door. And all before I had heard this, I know it's psychological because all before I heard this, I was just sitting in here taking care of my business and taking care of my work. And as soon as I heard that, it just started, I just started mentally internalizing.
Producing your anxiety.
Yes, and one thing I wanted to ask you is what can you do naturally for anxiety attacks? But the other thing that I wanted to say, they're saying here in Ardmore that it's now up to and I'm thankful because I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because I started with you guys months ago. And I really don't think I would have been able to deal with today had I not started cleaning my lungs out, cleaning my system out. But you know, like once I calmed down and I realized my lungs are clear, you know, I'm not coughing and I'm not feeling congested, I'll be all right. And I was able to calm myself down, you know. That's after I took a little bit of that dope.
That crack. She called the green crack. She said that green crack. Yeah.
Girl, you need to stop.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But no, they give me such a small dosage, you know, but I never take the stuff, you know, but when I do have a situation that really upsets me, I will take one, you know, what is it, Lorazepam, I forget what the other name for it is, but albuterol, I think it is.
Albuterol, yeah, absolutely. So now you remember it's causing inflammation in the bronchial tubes. You know, when people are going out and they already have a situation where, you know, they may have breathing problems, COPD, may have been an ex-smoker, something, those bronchial tubes like bulbs, their job is to take the oxygen and, you know, into the body and filter it so it gets into the bloodstream. But now if they get inflamed at the end, at the tips, they flare up and they expand larger and sometimes double and triple in size. And now you can't get it into the body. You can't. That's when someone's huffing and puffing and trying to get their air and they can't get their air. The equivalent of someone with COPD is, I want you to try this one time. You ever see like those really thin straws? Like if you go somewhere and you ever see like they have the thin coffee straws. Y'all seen those before, right?
Yes.
I want you to try to. This is what I want you to try. Next time you might be somewhere and you might get a, you know, maybe somewhere and you see one of those small straws. I want you to take that straw and I want you to put it in your mouth and try to breathe through it. That's what it's like to have COPD right there. It is one of the hardest things you could ever do, is to take that little tube and try to get that oxygen in. But that's what happens when it damages your bronchial tubes. So green drink, chlorophyll, all these things help to alkalize, to reduce inflammation. So that's what we want to do. So that's inflammation in the lungs. All right.
I'm sorry, it's not albuterol, it's Ativan.
Ativan. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a very small dosage. I think it's 0.5, and they be laughing at me because I be all like frantic, like I don't want to be putting these chemicals. It's like this is such a low dosage that this is you're not gonna get addicted to this, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, no, I don't like playing around with this stuff. I don't care whether it's a low dosage or not. But here's the thing. I wanted to know, when a panic attack comes on, a suggestion of what I can do naturally to keep myself under control.
First thing you want to do is water. You want to get your water, make sure you're hydrated.
Okay.
Number 2 is to control your breathing.
Okay.
That's number 2. You know, because what's happening is you pace yourself with your rhythm of your breathing. You know, get quiet in the room, focus on your breathing. Listen to your body breathe. Breathe in, stomach comes out. Breathe out through pursed lips. Now the body's stomach goes down. Got it? Those are the keys that you want, to almost to the point where you can hear your heartbeat. Got it?
Okay.
That's what you got to do. You got to get quiet. And with that hydration, with the watching of your pressure, also you can take your pressure to make sure you know where you are. But that with breathing is where it all starts.
Okay.
You got stuff going on. Yes, we all are excited about what's happening and things that people tell us in bad news, and you hear things and you're worried about your family. So that's going to fire off cortisol from the adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands fire right off in the kidneys. That's when you get into the state of what's called fight or flight. So we have herbs that calmative. They're calmative herbs. One, not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. I would say would be ashwagandha. Ashwagandha.
Okay.
Ashwagandha is good. If it's in the evening, valerian root. Got it? Valerian root. If it's another one, kava.
Okay.
Any of the mushroom family. Mushroom family.
What about skullcap?
Skullcap is good, very much. Yes, skullcap is an immune balancer, but you need something more of a calmative. You know, the rosemary. Okay, rosemary is good. You know, lavender. Those are things that can go right into a nice hot bath. Or you can have the lavender oils. Sometimes to calm you down, all you need is to put a little lavender oil right on your body. And your body absorbs it right through your pores. I remember one time let me tell you, you put that lavender oil on you, you're going to be real relaxed. You're going to be very relaxed. So I would use things like that. Use those, these herbs can be an arsenal of weaponry for you, helping to balance your body out. So utilize those herbs and understand that they can help you to achieve your purpose. Okay.
Okay. And wait a minute. I wanted to ask about the calcium. You were talking about it last week. Now, should I be looking for coral calcium? What is like
yes, the one I recommend is coral calcium because it comes out of the ocean. That's the reason why.
Okay.
That's called bioavailable. That's the difference between coral calcium and other forms of calcium, like the calcium citrates and things that you'll find in different forms. That's
okay. Now I know you don't be promoting any products, but what brand would I'm asking you because there's just too many different brands.
Well, I give it out all the time. Cal, K-A-L.
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 Okay.
I've given it out several times. K-A-L.
All
That's
right,
the
then.
form that we want. Powder form, K-A-L. You can go right online and grab it. Powder form, coral calcium. Bioavailable, comes from Okinawa. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. They don't have it in the capsule?
They have it in both. They have capsule and powder.
Okay.
So just follow the recommendation on the bottle. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye.
Very good. Jay, you're up next. And then J-A-E, and then there's Jay Butler. But right now it's just Jay. Jay, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Now, I told you before, Dr. Paul, I got exposed to asbestos, so I'm still coughing. It's been 2 weeks now. So I'm trying to take all these things. So I just want to know, can I take oregano, golden seal, cleavers, and NAC together? Not together at one time, but all in the same day. Because what happened was when I first got exposed to it, I think I was just taking, I think you told me to get the cleavers. I ran and got that. And my mucus was clear. Now my mucus is turning yellow. And when I took the oregano, it made me cough like real bad. Now I'm taking the cleavers. It's a tea. I put it in the it's a the herb look like twigs. And I steep that for a minute, and it seemed like that's making me cough. And now my
now remember now, don't look at coughing as a bad thing. Coughing is a good thing. It's pushing it out, purging.
Yeah, but the thing is so bad, right? That my chest is hurting. Like I cough all night long.
Yeah, that's the balance that you have to work with. Now, remember, asbestos works a little bit different. Did you come in for assessment? Did you come in for assessment?
Yeah, well, I came into assessment way before this happened to me. I came into assessment with you probably over a year ago.
Okay, I would say definitely come on back in. Yeah, come on back in to be sure. So we're not, speculating. Got it? You don't want to speculate. But I can tell you in general, when you're dealing with something like foreign elements like asbestos, heavy metals, particulate damage and things, this is why everyone, even with this thing that's going on right now, with all this stuff out in the air, you want to make sure, not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. You want to start to raise your glutathione. Got it? Glutathione.
Okay, all right. So I have NAC, which is glutathione. NAC, right? N-ethylene, whatever that's called.
No, that raises glutathione. Remember, glutathione is actually what your liver makes. Your liver makes that automatically. But there's a lot of things that raise that. NAC raises it. Anything green raises that. That's also chlorophyll. That's also why the green drinks that raises glutathione. Things like alpha lipoic acid raise glutathione. Nothing is the master. That is the master of your antioxidants in the body. So if you're talking about something that does not belong in the body, that's what binds to it and pulls it out of you. So raise the glutathione with greens, or you can add extra glutathione you can get from the herbal store. Those are the things that I would grab.
So the NAC is not glutathione?
No, it raises glutathione. Got it?
Right. So that's what I want to take, right?
Right. But don't take that extra step. Get the glutathione. Do you have glutathione?
No, I thought NAC was glutathione, but you said it raises it.
It raises glutathione. No, it's synthesized. Okay. Right. Inositol-cysteine is actually dealing with things like it's raising the glutathione. The key is what already your liver makes, which is that glutathione. And that's the key. That's the natural antioxidant. That's the highest of antioxidants that your body makes. Now, if you're someone that has high testosterone levels, whether male or female, you don't make a lot of glutathione. So that would be sometimes people will have it. Even women and men have low testosterone levels. Got it? So that's what would cause a lot of those problems. So that's why we got to make sure, raise your glutathione, and that usually drives the rest of the system. Got it? So make sure your water is correct also.
Yeah, I have Eternal Water. I have a whole case, 2 cases.
Okay.
Well, one
And
case.
you got to
left
make
now.
sure you got your number, right? You want to probably, with your situation, you want to increase it a little bit over your body weight. You got to increase
now
it just a
what
little bit
about-
more.
Okay, so of those things, I'm taking Golden Seal, Cleavers, Oregano, and the NAC. Should I stop? Should I just take one? Should I keep taking all of them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's been a year since you've been in. I can't really tell you that. I don't know where you're at. What I would start to do is, remember when you came in, I said take your pH, right? Check your pH. Know where your pH is. Know where you are at all time. And don't guess. Don't guess. Because that's going to tell you exactly if I need to do this, I need to do that. I need to raise the pH. Where am I right now? Because if you're having issues again with mucus and things that are going on, that's a sign of acid. That's a sign of too much acid. That's acidosis. You're spinning in the wrong direction. You got it? So you got to raise the alkalinity.
Okay, but I'm still going through this coughing and tight chest, and I just want to stop coughing. I know it's got to come out, but the coughing is just like too bad now. Like I'm coughing bad. So out of those things that I'm taking, would any of them slow the cough down, or would any of them
You
make
want
it
to, if you want to slow the cough down, you would use syrups. Try to use something like a syrup. You know, those are syrups that would be like the Old Indian wild cherry bark syrup, the elderberry syrup. Those will soothe the larynx area because you've been doing a lot of the coughing, and that's constantly going to cause, it's just thrashing of the thorax is actually going to cause problems with that area. It becomes painful after a while. So that's why you would do things like, you would do the eucalyptus. You can even inhale. You know how you take you remember the Vicks thermal that you used to take the Vicks that the humidifier, it got you push the stuff in the air. Well, you can take a towel, put inside of the actual water itself. You fill it up with water and then turn it on and it starts to kick the vapors, right? So you can put in there things like eucalyptus or lavender oils or things that actually have the ability to actually cause, to open up those airways and ducts, horehound, those mullein. You can add those to the water, put that right over top and inhale those fumes. That will help to soothe also. Got it?
Okay.
That's an old one right there. That's an old one.
Okay, but what about the Vicks? Would the Vicks be good or no?
Well, remember what the Vicks is. It's eucalyptus. That's what I just said, right? Eucalyptus. So you would just grab the eucalyptus oil, grab the original, go to the source from where it comes from. Now you can buy some, there are some, matter of fact, I saw this in a drugstore one time. There is a nighttime formula with eucalyptus in it. That's an all herbal formula that I found right in the drugstore. So I would go into the area. If you don't have anything, you can use the Vicks also, because Vicks does have eucalyptus. That's the main ingredient for it. All right. Okay. But I would get to stop the soothe that, that line of the larynx down to the chest area to stop the coughing. I would use something like a syrup. So any of those that we just mentioned, the Old Indian wild cherry bark, the horehound, the mullein, and also hot teas will help you also.
Okay, so but is it okay for me to keep taking all of those that I've been taking?
But that's what I'm saying. You're going back around the circle again. You're coming back around the circle again. You try to get me to say something, I can't be sure of that. You got to hit your assessment. It's been too long. You've been too long. You got it? You got to test your pH. Test your pH. See, anytime you're taking all those herbs, you're going to stress the liver. You don't want to overlap. Already you gave about 3 or 4 of them that are all liver cleanses, liver and lymphatic cleanse. That means you got to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
You got to drink a lot of water. You know, the reason why you're coughing, because them herbs are working. They're grabbing to it. They're binding to it, but you're not hydrated enough to push it out. So that's why, you know, you got to push that out with that water. That's the key.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
I think you got it,
Another
Jay.
question.
Okay, Jay, we got to get ready to go, Jay.
Hey, Jay, we got to roll. We got
Jay,
4
just
more
give me a
people.
call.
Okay, I just
Jay,
wanted to
just
know
give
what's
me
a good.
just give me a call, Jay, and we'll follow up. Okay, you need an assessment? Come on in, because we got 4 people and we got about to close out. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Jay, we
Thank
got
you, Jay.
another Jay Butler.
Yeah, Jay Butler. Jay, you there?
Hey, what's up, Big B?
Hey, man. All right. What's up, man?
All right, Jay.
All right. Hey, listen, man, you cats having a good show tonight. My little cheap questions, I have to apologize for them, but I'm gonna ask them anyway.
No, all
Go ahead.
important. All
Go ahead,
important.
Jay.
They're all important.
Yeah, but real quick, I'm trying to be a chef, man. What you suggest on making bread?
Making bread.
Yeah, like I got a bread maker, and I want to know, like, what's a good grain?
Well, remember, you want to do anything that's what? Unrefined. No refined wheats. Got it? No refined. That's the key. That's it right there, because the minerals are in it. So no matter whatever grain you decide to choose, it has to be unrefined. That's the key. Yep.
Now, it's the GMO. Is that the only issue with the grain, with like the breads?
No, refined versus unrefined. That's the number one thing. You know, the second thing would be the GMO versus the non-GMO. You know, they are, you know, they're adding things to bread. And yes, there are, you know, bioengineering bread also. So just make sure it's from its purest source, no bioengineered wheat. And just make sure that it's unrefined.
Right.
But it can use spelt, right?
You can use any of those. Like I just said, any unrefined. There's no just any specific one. You can do all of them, but they must be what? Unrefined.
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 All right.
Got it.
Gotcha. All right, a couple more. What about the red Robusta tea? ROOIB.
Rooibos. Right. Rooibos is actually good. That's vitamin C, high in vitamin C. Rooibos, along with rose hips, very high as an antioxidant. Good tea for all that's going on with this air thing going on. It's an antioxidant, very high antioxidant. One more, Jay, and we got to go. One more.
Okay. Real quick, then I'll get to my important one. You heard of this hand cradle ZYTO? It's like you put your hand on it and you send it's a signal that goes through the computer, like to a doctor.
Right. There's a lot of different things. Yeah, there's a lot of tools out there. Yep.
I'll talk to you later about it.
There's a lot of technology.
I'm concerned with the security of it. I don't know.
It doesn't matter because it's just your biorhythms. That's all. It's looking at biorhythms. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Guys.
All right.
Jay,
Thank you, Jay.
Send the question in an email, Jay, and we'll get the answer and send it back to you. All right.
All right. Thank you, Big.
All right. We got Stephanie.
Stephanie, Emma, Stephanie, and then Lisa Camp. Stephanie.
Good evening.
Yes, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. How's everybody?
All right.
Oh my goodness. I came in kind of dizzy and feeling out of sort.
And
my naturopathic doctor here, who's in training independently, he told me to take this, Mom, the essence oil and inhale it, inhale the, only thing we had was we had some myrrh, we had some sweet essence oil, orange, and that kind of helped. But other than that, the smog was really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. And right now, matter of fact, it's at $2.99 right now.
And I was only out in it for less than like 15 minutes. I came out of the building, got in the car. By the time I walked into the home, I was not feeling right.
Okay. All right, Stephanie, what question you got for us? Because we're almost closing out.
Two questions, quick. What herb other than golden seal is good for pain?
Pain?
Yes, like pain in the body, pain
Yeah.
like muscle ache.
Well, that's anything green. All of them that will reduce inflammation because they're alkalizing. Any alkaloids. Alkaloids are any and all herbs. That's what they do. They alkalize the body. So that's a loaded question right there.
Okay.
What you just said. So you
Okay.
have to raise the alkalinity in the body, which is the pH, which is your potential for hydrogen. Your hydrogen is the greatest source of energy in the universe. So the higher your hydrogen is, the more energy you have, the less your body has to say, I'm going to, Stephanie, go after your bones. Because if you're not giving it to me, I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to go after your bones. So that means if you're in pain, that's a direct effect of the body attempting to heal itself. I'm going to go after your bones. Got it?
Got it. And the last one is, I know a number of people who eyes water, like just water, just, sporadic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a form of detoxing. That's the form of the body releasing. That's what it's doing.
So
Yep.
that's good. But if they don't know to take herbs, they're not taking herbs, is there anything to help push it out, especially it's coming out of their eyes?
Yeah, they would need an assessment to be sure, but usually it's a purging effect. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
purging effect.
Okay.
All right,
right.
Stephanie.
That's it.
All right,
Thank you.
Stephanie. Thank
Lisa.
you. All right.
Lisa, you're up
Bye-bye.
next.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry, good evening. I've been having a issue with my gums. They've been like red and kind of like swollen. And when I went to the periodontist, he referred me to oral medicine, and I was diagnosed with lichen planus. And also I was prescribed, she said it was mouthwash, but the name of it is dexamethasone, which is a steroid. And I was wondering, is there an alternative to the dexamethasone that you could
Yeah, you're talking about steroids. They give me steroids for that. I think that's I think that's a steroid. So what you're dealing with, and this is swelling in the gums area. What did you? I couldn't hear you. You're kind of muffled there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's swelling in my lower mouth in the back, in my gum area, just one side. And since I've been to the doctor, to the dentist, I've been like brushing with salt and gargling with salt water, and it has really subsided the swelling and also the pain. So now that I have this prescription and it's a steroid, I'm concerned about taking
Yeah.
a steroid.
Well, I can't get into the medicine because that's something that we don't deal with. We don't deal with pharmaceutical drugs, okay? Because those are steroids.
Right.
But I can give you what we initially do to bring back the balance, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Any inflammation in the gums, that means that when you use any salts and all, salts will bring it down because it's alkalizing. So it's going to reduce the inflammation. Got it? So what you would do, I would definitely write this down. Go to my website, www.drpaulherbs.com. Go to the download section and go to oil pulling. Got it? Oil pulling. You ever heard of oil pulling?
So I was doing oil pulling. I've been listening to you for some time now, and I was doing the oil pulling, and
what were you using first of all?
I was using sesame.
Okay, make sure it was unrefined, right?
It was organic. I went to the Wayne Avenue.
Not organic. Make sure it's unrefined. Make sure.
Let me see.
You can be organic but still refined. So you got to
Okay.
make sure that number one. Number two, there is something that you can put on there, and I'm kind of speeding you up. Okay, it's called Periobrite. Periobrite is something that you can it's an herbal formula that's like a cream that can go right on the gum area to reduce inflammation. It's called Periobrite.
Can you spell it for me, please?
Periobrite. Periobrite.
Okay.
Okay. I would definitely use things like that to reduce inflammation.
All right.
But also it means that you got to get your water right and stay off the processed foods.
There
Got
you
it?
go.
Stay off the processed foods.
Okay.
All right.
What about the
All right,
paste,
Lisa.
Dr. Paul?
The paste, Periobrite.
With the black walnut and the golden seal, and
That can help. That's more usually, you can do things like that. You can do golden seal and black walnut, but that's usually like if there's like infections in the system that, I mean, that works a little bit. It can help. That's black walnut and golden seal, and it's on the gum area. But the Periobrite is probably going to be just as effective. It's more herbal things involved that can deal with inflammation to reduce that inflammation in there. Okay.
Okay.
Periobrite. You got it down there, Prophetess? I think we got it down there. You can maybe do a
Okay,
link.
and just Dr. Paul, so that was unrefined sesame oil. And I
Okay.
did get it from Wayne Avenue.
Yeah, how long were you pulling for?
For about 3 months because I wanted
No, I'm asking not how long, that as far as time frame. When you pull for a session, how many minutes were you pulling?
20 minutes because you said do it for 20 minutes.
Or longer.
Okay.
Yep, you can do longer also. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Alcatraz Joy, last one up. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Yes, we got. Is that Alcatel
Yes,
Joy? That's
Alcatel
Joy
Joy.
tab. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
This is Jerry. Can you hear me?
Hey, Jerry. How you
Hey,
doing, man?
Jerry. What's up, Jerry?
You can barely hear you, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay, good. A question and a statement. The question is, when say someone is using 2 or more of your herbal remedies a day, what's the time periods between each use of each thing? Like they take something at 9 in the morning and they're using another herbal remedy for something. What's the next time that they should do that?
Well, it's been, it's based on, the evaluation of the person. Are they taking pharmaceutical meds also? If not, it's based on what that herb is specifically. If you're having medications, you only want to make sure you're taking herbs only 2 to 3 hours before or after medication. Never take them at the same time. That's number one.
Okay.
And then if you're taking anything herbal, I try to tell folks, take it with your green drink because the green drink intensifies the alkalinity level to make it more effective.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
All right.
Okay. And the other thing was a statement. What my wife was trying to say about Ralph Witcher. She wasn't trying to sell United Healthcare. She was saying that simply because when he came to our house to answer all the questions, join United Healthcare. This was just about answering questions about Medicare Advantage and United Healthcare and various things and questions that people have about things that are going on right now. So I just wanted to make that clear. It's not about
Absolutely. And we know he's come from good loins there, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
And that he's looking out for folks. Go ahead.
The other thing is, did you talk with God about what I asked you about how the mood he was in when he made that bad food? The beets and
you better stop.
Jerry came
here,
in
man.
and
You better stop
he
that,
said,
Jake.
He said, Doc, ask God for me. Why did
Why
he
he make that bad
why did he
food?
make beets? Jerry, you're a mess, man.
All right, man. Hey, Dr. P, that's
Jerry
what we got,
always
buddy.
brings stimulating conversation every time he comes in. So thank you, Jerry. Appreciate you, buddy. You and Judah, thank you so much. Contact him, their son, and get some information. And even if he can't help you directly, he can lead you in the right direction. That's the key, family. All right. That's the key. You got to get help. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Big B, I think that is it.
That's it, buddy. We got the roll,
I
man.
think that is it. All right. Big B, tell us how folks can participate with the family tree and how they can get a transcript of what went on this evening.
That's
and
exactly
also
right.
remember, it is on. We are on YouTube.
We're live
We're
on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube. So you can always go to YouTube to see the actual pre-program. All right. Big B, take it away, buddy.
You got it, man. Here we go again. As always, send for a request for tonight's chat. Send me an email to meccavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's meccavideo@gmail.com. Now, to continue to support the family tree, use my Cash App. That's $ Bill Morgan, BILMORGAN, $ Bill Morgan. Or you use L. That's Dr. Paul at drpaulherbs.com. That's through your bank. Dr. Paul at drpaulherbs.com. Or the P.O. Box, guys. Which is that's coming in at P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Hey, guys, remember, bring your friends, bring your family, bring your frenemies, you bring your everybody, and so you can make it hit right here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. That's it, Dr. P.
All right.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Let's get Big B ahead. Hey, y'all.
Yeah, buddy.
Big B.
Lot of good info. Got a lot of good info tonight, there, Paul.
Hand over here, Prophetess. Thank you, Prophetess.
Yes, Prophetess. Yeah, Dr. Paul, make that life easy.
Good night. Love everybody. Love everybody. I think we're
Yeah.
jam-packed this evening, and guess what? You know what? All this information, take this information. The only thing we require is that you go share it. Got it?
That's right.
Not charging you, the charging you the truth.
Hey.
God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing,
Yeah, got a shot.
you got a
shot. All right, Denny.
If y'all see a hand coming in here at some point in time with a camera or something, that's my son Jaron. See this hand is floating in here? Get out of here. That is my son. He's doing a documentary. I'm so proud of him, y'all. He said for his what is it, final exam or for his final thesis, he said they said you're gonna have to do something on a subject that's gonna, get you your thesis when you graduate. They gotta start now in their second year. He said, Dad, I was sitting around thinking, he said, I'm gonna do my dad. How about that?
All right.
So he's documenting everything that's going on. And he's got a camera sitting up here. So he's got cameras rolling in. And he's documenting. And he may even ask you. That's why I tell you, give these testimonies. You may be a part of this documentary.
You never know. You never know.
So let's give it out for my son, Jaron. Jaron,
I'm gonna claim you as my nephew.
He's doing it, y'all. He's doing it. And, with the help of the family and the government, we say let's keep these young folks inspired, right?
I know that's right, man.
All right. We gotta tap it out because Marcy over there is telling me if she don't, she gonna crack the whip over there. So let's tap it out.
That's right. Marcia don't play.
Right.
She's that's good.
Marcy don't play.
Well, buddy.
Tap it out. Every.
All right, my grad.
Y'all got the rhythm now. Yeah, y'all got the rhythm.
Yeah.
All right. Come on down. You should do this every morning, all over the entire body to get the lymphatic system moving. It also gets all the impurities out of your body. Yeah,
buddy.
There you go. Come on down. Underneath the chin, right there. Underneath the chin. Bring all that down. Bring it on down. Bring it on down. There you go. Come on down to the chin. Yep. Come on down. Right here. Right. Collarbone. Come on down to the breastplate. Right here. And breathe.
Oh, yeah.
And breathe. That's right. Come on down. All the way down. Left and right. What's on the left side?
Pancreas.
Pancreas and what else?
And spleen.
Then spleen. That's right. What's on the right side? River.
Gallbladder.
And the gallbladder. That's right. Why are you so mad? Don't be mad. Tap that liver.
Can't help myself.
Wake it up. All right. Come on down and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come on, deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come on now. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more.
Yeah.
Breathe in and breathe out. Clap it up. Come on. Clap it up. All right. If we rub it together, come on, rub it together. Hey, Margaret, I see you. Hey, Hazel, I see you. Hazel.
All right, Hazel, getting it on.
Who else is in here? Freeman's in here. All right. Rub it together. Wrap that energy. Get it nice and warm.
Hey, Joy. Get it on, Joy.
That's the energy bath.
Yeah.
Feel all that energy out. There you go.
Get it, Denise.
Works so big.
Yeah,
buddy. Been in a situation where somebody got on your last nerve.
Wow.
You know what? Y'all just gave me a headache. I've been arguing. Let me chill on out. I gotta bring it on down. Bring that energy down. Got it? Here's all that energy. Get your body back to balance.
Yeah.
Share it out. the weekend. How about that?
All right, all right, all right.
Stay out of this bad air.
Well,
About 300 now. All right, be cool, be safe, and be encouraged.
there you go.
Breathing,
Got
all
it.
right. All right, who can dance out there, big man? Tell them who can dance, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Margaret.
Got it. Do the Margaret. Do the Margaret. All right. Do the Margaret. All right. Yeah.
No Marcy, no Marcy, no Marcy, no Marcy. Go Rosetta, Go ahead, Lord. Go
Hey,
ahead,
everybody.
Lord. Go
Just
ahead,
had my
Lord.
81st birthday, y'all. Kicking it.
Happy birthday, baby. With the birthday.
That's right. 81, yo. How about that? That's wrong. It still got my cent. Hallelujah. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, buddy.
And be encouraged. Remember, we do have
Yeah.
What's the name of this song?
All right. All right, y'all jamming over there. All right.
Yeah.
What is the name of that song?
What's the name of that song, Dr. T?
Batista Howell. That's what it's called.
Called what?
It's a long name.
Okay.
Taba,
That's
T-A-B-A.
all right.
Second word is Tasa, T-S-A.
That's all right. That's got it going on.
There you go.
That is right there
There you go.
underneath.
There you go.
That's it. That's it. That's kicking. Hey, y'all. It's been
There you
wonderful.
go. Y'all did. Y'all Shazam in my songs. All right.
Got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, good to see y'all. Next week.
That's hot. All right, Rosetta. Hey. Get it, Denise. Denise is killing it, y'all. She got it going on.
It's still people getting in, man. Still people coming in, man. Still people coming in.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Y'all can dance
All right now.
y'all.
All right
Y'all
now.
can dance.
Right on. Hey.
All right. God bless y'all. See you next week.
Cricket. Yo. All right, Denise.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I see you.
Steve,